Instead of seeing you as my partner in poverty, you will become my enemy. You are poor and I'm poor, but you are my enemy because you're a Shia and I'm a Sunni, because you're a Sindhi and I'm a Punjabi, because you're a Muslim and I'm not, because you're an Arab and I'm a Pakistani. But the real connection is our class. This is our real, and our connection to Syria, our connection to Cuba, our connection to Venezuela is the connection of poverty, exploitation, and deprivation. And that is why we should not be voting against countries like Syria and the United Nations. Okay, now I'm going to give another. So you say that. Now what's the internal story? The internal story is that in Pakistan there is a big divide happening. There were a lot of conflicts that took place here in the last year or so. The civilian rulers are taking one decision and the army is taking another decision. And that is why Pakistan is going to be a target in the near future of America. Because America cannot oppose or cannot tolerate any opposition to Pakistan. They are going to be already, I know, we are not happy what's being done against the Americans, but considering the rulers and how they think, I think it's a lot. They cut the supply line for the Americans. That's a big thing. If you remember when the Kerry-Lugar bill was passed in America, Gilani supported it. The army opposed it. And Osama bin Laden was killed. Gilani supported that, but the army was unhappy. And today, the decision in the UN was not a decision of it was a decision of the ambassador himself with the support of Zardari. It was not done according to the wishes of the army. Now, so there is a big divide between the two. The Americans, through our civilian rulers, would like to keep their hold on Pakistan, while now the army is moving for reasons that may not be in our favor. Now, even though army and civilians are against each other, but none of them is with the people. We speak of ideology. Exactly, we need an ideology. Who takes the decision for diplomacy? We need to answer that question. Who has the power to take these decisions, to make our institutions, to form the ideology of Pakistan, to take over the project of Pakistan? As you have said, it has to be the people. But how can the people do that?
हमारे यहाँ पे कौन सा मतलब हम कब अपनी आवाज़ यूज करेंगे कि मतलब अगर पिछली गवर्नमेंट गुजर गई अब वो गुजर गई, अब इमरान खान ने कहा मैं तब्दील जाऊँगा हमारा वो तो हम नहीं हुआ, हम वही डिस्कशन नहीं करते। यूएस हमेशा अपने मफादात की बात करता है, वो तो हमेशा अगर हम उसके साथ रहेंगे तो उसके साथ नहीं भी रहेंगे तभी वो हमारे कंधे पर रखके गोली चलाएगा। हमारे इसका मतलब है कि हम खामोश होकर बैठ सकते हैं। डिस्कशन ये है कि ये करने की हमें डिस्कशन या सब कुछ, लेकिन हमें भी आगे बढ़ना चाहिए। कौन सी जगह है ये तो अब हर किसी को भी डिसाइड।
In discussions का purpose is one of those that we can find a solution. Murtaza, आप चाहें, you are the last person, the gentleman.
Because they will be allowing their beautiful freedom movement to be hijacked by their very enemies. We may be enemies of Balochistan, but America is a bigger enemy. We can still speak in a language we know. We can still have common interests, that we can still find them, dig for them, work for them, struggle politically for them. But with the Americans, we will have a setback that will take us much longer to again overcome exploitation. I am Lebanese by birth. Syria sent its forces into Lebanon to stop the civil war. Many Lebanese were not happy because they didn't always behave well. Soldiers are soldiers. But there was in front of us two options. Either Israel or Syria. Since the third option was still not reachable, which is only Lebanon. Now we all live together. So the people said, no, Syria is better, because with Syria we can still reach our independence faster than Israel. Now what's the lesson to draw from all these Arab Spring? That anti-imperialism, very good. The leaders of the 1970s, they were anti-imperialists like Nasser, Assad, Gaddafi, all of them, and people loved them. But their mistake is that they took on the fight on their own. They told their people, I'll do your fight, you just follow. And that is why the people were not strong enough today to defend their country. Countries cannot be defended by one man. Countries have to be defended by the people. We have to strengthen the people. Our rulers are not strengthening the people. We must ourselves strengthen ourselves so we can defend our country from the CIA, from RAW, Mossad, KGB.
Karachi discussed in detail the broadcast